Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 5:30.
If you're headed downtown this weekend, you're likely to see a sign like this one. It's strategically placed by Fargo police. The department is trying to crack down on bar fights after seeing an increase in aggravated assault over the last year. They're targeting those who are out drinking by placing signs in bar bathrooms. Valley News Team's crime and safety reporter Nicole Johnson shows us why police say one fight could ruin the rest of your life.
It's a message you'll see as you're using the bathroom at the bar.
Everybody has to go to the bathroom pretty much when they're drinking, so we thought maybe this might be a way to remind them, and maybe they'll see it and maybe it will resonate with them.
It's a bold sign. It was just a bar fight. A guy was mouthing off to me, so I punched him. I didn't know he was going to hit his head and die.
Not their intention to engage in a fight and to actually kill someone. Like, that's majority of the time. I'd probably say 99.9% of the time, these people are not, even 100% of the time, they're not, looking to cause that type of bodily injury. But it does happen, and a lot of times when we're under the influence of alcohol, we lose control of ourselves and the way we're thinking, and you go a lot further than what you normally would.
Just walk away. That's the message they're trying to spread.
Maybe stop shy of having that number of drinks, whatever it is, or have someone who can recognize those type of triggers and can walk you out of there or get in between you and that other person, so it doesn't escalate to situations where it's going to ruin it and affect the rest of your life.
In downtown Fargo, Nicole Johnson, Valley News Live.
Police say the campaign isn't related to the fight that happened outside of the Hodo, where one man died and another was hurt. They are focusing on the downtown area because that's where the majority of big liquor licenses are. We're rolling into the weekend on a nice note with some sunshine and decent temperatures. Robert, a pretty mild evening too?
Yeah, a mild evening to get out there and enjoy it. A few of us are experiencing some showers in the eastern counties and our western counties. We'll show you those in just a moment. Temperatures mainly in the 70s, but some low 80s along the Red River. Here in Fargo, 80 degrees, 82 up in Grand Forks, 79 Thief River Falls, also 79 in the Roseau area. Winds have been generally light today. They're going to stay light as we head through the rest of the evening. Satellite, not a whole lot of cloud cover out there, but again, some to the west, some to the east, and that's where we're seeing a few showers from Beltrami down towards Wadena County in our eastern counties, and off towards the west, a few in the Devil's Lake Basin stretching down into northern Stutzman County. Those storms west of Ellendale will stay west of the region. Here in Fargo, we stay dry through the rest of the evening. Temperatures cooling down into the mid-70s at 7, right around 73 at 8, and into the upper 60s by 9. Another cool night tonight. The weekend is upon us. How's it looking? We'll let you know coming up in just a few minutes.
Thank you, Robert.
You got it.
The North Dakota Highway Patrol is looking for the driver of a Corvette after witnesses say they saw him run a car off the road in the Bismarck area. Troopers say a man was driving west on I-94 from Bismarck to Mandan when a blue Corvette sped past him. The man says the Corvette driver suddenly hit the brakes in front of him, causing him to go into the ditch where he hit a sign post and then hit in his car, then flipped over. Now, luckily, the man who crashed along with his 2-year-old passenger were not hurt. Witnesses also backed up the driver's account of what led to the crash, but authorities are now looking for the driver of the Corvette. They say the car had no plates, but had a temporary registration sticker. They believe the blue Corvette was a late 90s, early 2000s model, and the driver was a bald white man in his 30s. If anyone has information regarding the incident, please contact the North Dakota Highway Patrol at 701-328-2467. The bodies of a Minnesota father and his young daughter were pulled from the rapid waters of Lake Superior yesterday, and today authorities have identified them. 38-year-old Ryan Fugly and his 10-year-old daughter Lily were swimming in the lake when they were dragged away from shore by a rip current. Yesterday afternoon, a young girl reported that her father and her little sister had been pulled out by the currents at a park point in Duluth, Minnesota. Rescue crews searched for the 10-year-old girl and her father for an hour and 30 minutes before the bodies were found. Yesterday, the Duluth Fire Department had issued a red flag warning for swimmers to stay out of the water. Rescue crews said the waves were about 6 feet tall. With heated rhetoric coming from both the Trump administration and North Korea, international pressure to find a peaceful solution to the North's missile threats is building. Wendy Gillette is at the White House with more details.
President Trump says North Korean dictator Kim Jong-un will not bully the U.S.
This man will not get away with what he's doing, believe me.
The president defended his tweet from Friday morning, saying the U.S. military is locked and loaded if North Korea acts unwisely.
I hope that they are going to fully understand the gravity of what I said, and what I said is what I mean.
North Korea is promising a nuclear war if the U.S. strikes first. That kind of rhetoric prompted Russia's foreign minister to say he believes the risk of a military conflict on the Korean peninsula is very high. Moscow wants the U.S. to stop its annual military exercises with South Korea if the North will halt its missile program.
The military drills are set to begin August 21st. That's about the same time North Korea says it will be ready to launch missiles toward the U.S. territory of Guam.
North Korea's military is threatening to launch 4 ballistic missiles targeting the water around Guam. The plan is awaiting Kim Jong-un's approval.
If he does anything with respect to Guam or any place else that's an American territory or an American ally, he will truly regret it. And he will regret it fast.
Guam's Department of Homeland Security released this tip sheet in the event of an attack, advising citizens to build an emergency kit, have a family plan, and don't look at the fireball or flash when the missile hits, because it can blind you. Wendy Gillette for CBS News, the White House.
General Joseph Dunford, the chairman of the Joint of Chiefs of Staff, is headed to Asia next week for talks with China, Japan, and South Korea. The trip was scheduled prior to the latest tensions with the North, but the topic is sure to dominate discussions. Valery Casteel, the mother of Valery Casteel, will be the sole recipient of a $3 million settlement after a court ruling this week. The judge decided in favor of Valery Casteel after reviewing letters from Valery Casteel's father, who wanted a portion of the settlement. Casteel's father is serving a life term in federal prison on drug trafficking charges. Casteel was shot in July 2016 during a traffic stop by St. Anthony police officer Geronimo Yanez. Casteel's girlfriend live-streamed the shooting's aftermath on Facebook. Yanez was acquitted of manslaughter in June. Remember to like Valley News Live on Facebook. That way you can follow the latest news, weather, and breaking news updates anytime on your feed. Just search Valley News Live, like our page, and you'll stay informed throughout the entire day. The North Dakota Game and Fish Department's online licensing system is scheduled for maintenance, which means hunters and anglers will not be able to purchase licenses during a certain time period. The maintenance is scheduled for this Sunday, August 13th, from 7 in the morning to 3 in the afternoon. So anyone thinking they might need a last-minute fishing or hunting license on August 13th is encouraged to buy ahead of the time to avoid the temporary maintenance shutdown. The Mega Mall is celebrating a mega milestone today. 25 years ago, Mall of America opened its doors. And since 1992, people from all around the world have come to Bloomington to visit the largest shopping mall in the U.S. The mall is home to 520 stores, employs upwards of 11,000 employees, and has nearly $2 billion economic impact on the state. Over the years, stores have come and gone, but the mall credits its success to its ability to evolve and become something that is beyond a place to buy clothes. And the mall is still expanding. There are plans to double its current size by adding new hotels, a water park, and more nightlife options. Dozens went over the edge today to help raise money and awareness for a great cause, including our own Nicole Johnson and Christy Larson. They, along with others, got the chance to rappel 110 feet down the side of the Black Building in downtown Fargo. Both Nicole and Christy said it was an amazing experience and both would take part again next year. The event was to raise money for Charism, which helps at-risk kids in the area.
Whether parents are working hard to just survive and they're not around, or the kids just are being brought up in some really rough situations. So we want to teach them things about honesty, respect, kindness, those core things that really make us the citizens that we are and the people that we are. We want to make sure that we instill those in the children that we serve.
And you can still catch people rappelling. The event runs until 6 p.m. The spring radio ratings are out and the number of shares of the radio audience over the entire week. Valley News Team's Ashley Bishop tells us which stations are popular right here in the Valley.
In talk radio, KFGO was the #1 station in the market, but down from the November ratings. WDAY talk radio is a distant #2 and also down from the November report. In country, it is neck and neck with only 0.4 of a share separating Froggy and Bob FM. Both country stations were up since November. The Duke was a distant third. In hit music, pop stations, it's also neck and neck with just 0.4 of a share separating Big 98.7 and Y94. Among rock stations, 107.9 The Fox narrowly beats the surging 106.9 The Eagle. Both The Fox and The Eagle were up from November. Q105 and Mix 101.9 bring up the rear. Among sport talkers, 740 AM, KNFL, also known as The Fan, was on top and up since November. Meanwhile, Bison 1660 was a distant second. Ashley Bishop, Valley News Live.
To take another look at the numbers, just head to valleynewslive.com and click on this story.